Hey, it's Paul Atlantic Bay Mortgage, and let's talk about something pretty interesting. ARMs, and what exactly an ARM is and how it can be utilized. So, an ARM or an adjustable rate mortgage, what is it? I'm sure you've seen them written out before. You'll see them written out as like a 7.6, a 5.1, a 10.6, 10.1. What that means essentially. So, the first number is how long the rate is going to be fixed for. The second number is the intervals from which the rate will adjust. So if it's a 5.1, it's fixed for 5 years. After that, it adjusts every year. If it's a 7.6, it's fixed for 7 years. After that, it adjusts every 6 months. Now, you will also see the adjustments written out sometimes. So this example, 515, means that after that first 7 years, you've got a first jump maximum. It can move by 5%. After that, it can move every year from 1% or up to 1%. And then the last five is the max throughout the life. Now, what this means basically is an arm is tracking an index, and that index will have a margin on top of it. So you're looking at the margin of the index based on from what you had to where it's going. So if it's gone up 5%, you're going to see a 5% increase in your rate. If it's gone up 2%, you'll see a 2%. But if you are say in year 8 and it goes up 5%, you can only go up 1%. So that's what that means. Now let's look at an example and try to make this make a little bit more sense. So let's say you had a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, $500,000 loan at 7.5%. So you have a $3,496 mortgage payment, principal and interest throughout the life of the loan that does not change. Easy, that's math. So say you had a 7-year adjustable rate mortgage, and the adjustable rate mortgage starts at 6.875%. So for the first 7 years, your payment's $3,285. So you're saving $211 a month for 7 years. So that means over the course of that first 7 years, you're saving $27,000 in your principal and interest payments, which that's good. That's really good. And after that 7 years, so in our example earlier, you have a 5% initial jump. Theoretically, it could jump up to 11.875. Probably won't, hopefully not, but it could, which means your payment would go to $5,095. It could also go down, it could move around, all sorts of things could happen. But that's kind of explaining what an arm is. After that first a jump and year 8, 9, 10, only can move 1%, but it has a max of 5%, so it will never go above 11.875. So what are the pros and cons of an arm? So obviously you're going to save money over the first couple of years. 5, 7, 10 are the typical terms you're going to see. Rates can go down. If the rate on that index goes down, your rate can actually go down, and you can refinance out of them. So if things are happening that you think might bode poorly for rates in the future, you could get a refinance. And of course, we have our buy now save later program, where if you refinance with us, you'll get $1,000 course closing costs. So that's pretty helpful there. Cons typically has a higher origination cost. They do cost more to make, and rates can go up. So, or a fixed, you're stuck in it. A arm, yeah, it could go up if rates go up. That's just the truth. Now, what are my thoughts? Well, these are like most things, it's all about your risk tolerance. So if you're someone who's okay with risk and wants to try to save a little bit of money, it could be great for you. In this environment, it might be a great option, but everyone's different. So let's talk about your options. Give me a call, 980-221-4959, paulmatos.com, and let's do this.